This is something serious about your son that your son is. My beloved child, listen carefully, because what I am about to reveal will shake your entire soul. Do not take these words lightly, for they carry the weight of heaven's warning, and they have come to you at the perfect moment. Something about your son, something hidden, something serious, is about to come into the light. And if you are not prepared, the shock could leave you trembling. Your son, the one you have carried, nurtured, and trusted with your heart, is standing at the center of a storm you cannot yet see. On the surface, he may look calm. He may act normal. He may even laugh with you as if everything is fine, but behind that mask, his path has taken a turn. And the truth of it will soon come crashing into your reality. My child, heaven reveals that his steps have been marked. There are choices he has made, conversations he has had, and directions he is being pulled toward that do not align with the light you prayed for him to carry. The silence around him hides secrets, and very soon, those secrets will no longer remain hidden. If you are a parent who feels this message deep in your spirit, if your heart is already sensing what words cannot explain, pause here for a moment. Let faith speak through you. Type Amen 777 and stand in belief that heaven is already at work. Think back, my chosen one, to the uneasiness you have been feeling lately. The nights you lay awake, wondering why his energy feels different. The moments you notice his eyes drifting, his words short, his presence heavy. These are not small things, they are signs. Heaven's whispers, preparing you for the truth. My beloved, your son is carrying a burden that he has not spoken aloud. He is walking with thoughts that he is afraid to share, and though he tries to shield you from it, his heart cannot hold it much longer. The weight will soon break through, and when it does, the revelation will be serious. Do not mistake his silence for peace inside. His spirit is restless. The battles he fights are not always visible, but they are real. He is caught between light and shadow, between the destiny heaven designed for him and the traps laid to distract him. This is why the message is urgent, because the time of exposure is very near. My child, understand this clearly, heaven never warns without reason. If the truth about your son were not serious, this message would not be given. But because the matter touches his very destiny, because his future is at stake, heaven has chosen this moment to sound the alarm in your life. The path he is walking is leading to a point of decision. Soon he will face a crossroad, where his true nature, his hidden choices, and his concealed actions will all rise into the open. And you, his parent, his blood, his anchor, must be ready to stand strong when the veil is lifted. Chosen one, I see a moment coming where you will hear words from him that stop you in your tracks. They may come softly, in a whisper, or suddenly, in an outburst. But either way, they will carry the weight of everything he has been hiding. That moment will feel like time itself freezes, like the ground beneath your feet has shifted. And from that moment forward, nothing will be the same. Heaven shows me his heart divided. On one side, he longs for your approval, your love, your protection. On the other, he is pulled by forces, by influences, by desires that drag him away from the light you hoped for him. This war within him has reached its peak, and very soon, it will spill into the open for you to see. My beloved child, do not let fear consume you when this moment arrives. For though the truth may hurt, it is better to know than to remain blind. Heaven reveals so that you will be ready, so that you will not collapse under the shock, so that you can guide him with strength instead of weakness. Already the signs have been there, his sudden distance, his unexplained choice, his silence when you press too closely. These are the cracks in the wall he has built. He cannot maintain that wall forever, and very soon it will come crashing down, revealing what lies behind it. My child, heaven whispers this: your son is not lost, but he is in danger. The danger does not lie only in what he has done, but in what he is about to do. His next steps will decide whether he rises or falls, whether he breaks free or becomes trapped. That is why this message is so urgent, because your role in this moment is critical. You will be called not to panic, but to guide. Not to collapse, but to stand. Not to condemn, but to reveal the light that still flickers within him. He needs your strength more than he admits, and heaven is preparing you now, so that when the moment comes, you will not tremble. The truth about your son is not far from being revealed. It is approaching quickly, like a shadow drawing closer with each step. You can already feel it, can't you? That heaviness in your chest, that knowing in your spirit, that strange unease that never fully leaves, that is heaven preparing you, softening the blow, so that when it comes, you will endure. My beloved, your son is carrying more than he lets on, and very soon, you will see it with your own eyes. When that moment comes, remember these words. This revelation is not to destroy him, nor to destroy you. It is to save, to guide, to realign him with the path he was always meant to walk. My chosen one, the silence surrounding your son is no longer ordinary silence. It is heavy, filled with the weight of truths unsaid, choices unspoken, and steps taken in shadows. You have felt it in the air, like a quiet storm building behind the horizon. And now, heaven confirms that your instincts have not been wrong. He has been carrying secrets within him, secrets that press against his heart like stones. If this message stirred your spirit and you are choosing faith over fear right now, seal this moment with belief. Type Amen 718 and trust that heaven will guide both you and your son through what is coming that he wants to speak, but cannot. He wants to confess, but fears the reaction. So instead, he walks with a mask, pretending to be fine, when inside, his spirit wrestles against a darkness he cannot fully control. My beloved child, this is not to shame him. It is to awaken you. Heaven is showing me that his heart is in conflict, torn between the innocence you once knew and the distractions that now surround him. Friends who whisper into his ears, environments that tempt him, thoughts that grow louder at night. These are the forces shaping his steps. You may have noticed the way he avoids your gaze, the way he shrugs off your questions, the way he suddenly changes the topic when you draw too close. These are not random behaviors. They are cracks in his mask, glimpses of a deeper truth that he is struggling to keep hidden. Very soon, these cracks will break fully open. The seriousness of this moment cannot be ignored. Your son is standing at a threshold. One step forward, and he can rise back into the light with strength. One step the wrong way, and he risks being entangled in something far heavier than he ever imagined. This is why the urgency is so strong, because his next move is critical. If your heart feels uneasy right now, if something inside you is quietly agreeing with these words, don't ignore that nudge. Let faith respond before fear. Just type Amen 739 and stand in belief that heaven is guiding you. My child, the love you have for him has blinded you at times. You see his smile and convince yourself that he is fine. You hear his words and force yourself to believe them. But deep within, you know something is wrong. Heaven is now peeling back the illusion, so you can no longer deny what your spirit has been whispering to you. Your son has been walking with influences that do not wish him well. I see him surrounded by people who appear as friends, but are not truly friends. They laugh with him, but their laughter carries poison. They walk with him, but their steps are leading him astray. He does not yet see the danger, but heaven is exposing it to you. This is serious, because the choices he makes under their influence will affect not only his future, but also your peace. If he falls deeper, the ripple will touch your entire household. That is why the heavens cry out now, urging you to open your eyes, to stand firm, and to prepare yourself for what is about to be revealed. My beloved child, the day of exposure is near. A situation will arise where his actions will no longer be hidden. You will see them, hear them, or feel them directly. And in that moment, the truth you feared will stand before you. It will cut deeply, but it will also free you from the blindfold you have carried too long. Do not let shock consume you. Remember, he is still your son, still your blood, still the one chosen to carry greatness within him. The path he has taken does not erase his destiny, but it does threaten it. And heaven's warning is given now, so that you will not let him slip away without a fight. Chosen one. His behavior has already shifted. The distance between you both is not just natural growth. It is deliberate, fueled by secrets. His laughter feels emptier, his responses shorter, his presence heavier. Pay attention, for these are not coincidences. These are markers pointing to the truth he is about to reveal. Heaven shows me the moment clearly. Confrontation, a conversation, or even an accident that pulls everything into the open. It will come suddenly, without warning, and the mask will fall. You will see the fullness of what he has been hiding, and you will no longer be able to deny the seriousness of his situation. My child, do not collapse when this happens. Do not let your emotions drown you. Stand steady, because you have already been prepared. Heaven gave you this message, so that when the moment comes, you will not be broken, but strengthened. You will stand as his anchor, his guide, the one light he cannot turn away from. Your son is in danger, but he is not lost. His heart is confused, his path unstable, but his destiny is still intact. Heaven has not abandoned him, nor will you. But before his healing can begin, the truth must first be revealed. And that truth is about to surface in a way that no one can deny. My beloved child, understand this. What is hidden cannot remain hidden forever. The shadows may cover him now, but light always breaks through. His nature, his choices, his secrets, they will all rise to the surface soon. And though it will sting you, it will also free him, because nothing can be healed while it is still concealed. So hold on tightly. The storm is coming, but so is the breakthrough. What feels like loss will turn into clarity. What feels like exposure will become an opportunity for redemption. Heaven is preparing you not only to witness the truth, but to carry him through it. My beloved child, the path is narrowing now, and every step your son takes is pulling him closer to the moment where his truth will no longer be hidden. What once seemed distant is now rushing toward you faster than you imagined. The silence you feel around him is not ordinary. It is the sound of something building, something waiting to erupt. Your son is not the same as he once was. My child, his spirit is heavy, his heart divided, his mind restless. If you are choosing to trust heaven even before everything makes sense, seal this moment with faith. Type Amen 864 and believe that light will win. He tries to cover it with laughter, with distractions, with silence, but the unease cannot be disguised forever. The storm inside him is growing louder, and soon it will spill into your world. Heaven shows me his steps wandering, guided by voices that do not belong to him. There are influences tugging at his spirit, pulling him away from the light, convincing him that he does not need guidance, that he can walk alone. Yet deep within him, the child you once knew is still there, fighting to break free. This is why the conflict is so intense. It is a battle between who he was raised to be and what the shadows are trying to turn him into. My chosen one, the seriousness of this cannot be overstated. Your son is on the verge of making a decision that could alter his path permanently. One choice, one moment, one step in the wrong direction could lead him into chains that are not easily broken. That is why this warning is urgent, because the time to open your eyes is now. If your spirit feels heavy as you hear this, if something inside you is quietly confirming these words, don't stay silent. Let faith speak for you now. Type Amen 651 and declare that heaven is watching over your son. Think carefully, beloved. Have you noticed how his conversations feel shorter? How his patience has thinned? How his presence carries a weight that was not there before? These are not random moods. They are signs of the pressure within him. His heart is carrying secrets too heavy to remain silent much longer. He is about to reveal them, not because he wants to, but because the weight will force him to. He cannot carry this mask forever. His words will slip. His actions will expose him. His silence will break. And when it happens, you will see the seriousness of the truth he has been carrying all this time. My beloved child, I see a scene where you will be face to face with him and his mask will crack. His voice may tremble, his eyes may shift, his body may shake, but in that moment his truth will spill. And though it may pierce your heart, it will also confirm everything heaven has been preparing you for. Do not collapse under the weight of it. Remember, he is still your son, still the one chosen to carry greatness, still the one destined for more than the darkness trying to hold him. His mistakes, his hidden choices, his burdens, they do not erase his calling. They only reveal that the battle for his destiny is real. Chosen one, heaven whispers that he has been walking near dangerous paths. There are habits forming, conversations deepening, choices building that threaten to trap him. He may think he is strong enough to manage it, but heaven sees the chains being formed. And very soon, those chains will reveal themselves, and you will see how close he has come to entanglement. But do not lose hope. Exposure is painful, but it is also powerful. For only when the truth is revealed can healing begin. Only when the shadows are exposed to light can they lose their hold. And your son is about to face that light, whether he is ready or not. My child, the heaviness you feel in your spirit is proof that this is near. That restless sense, when you look at him, that quiet voice that tells you something is wrong, these are not imagination. They are heaven's way of preparing you so that you will not be caught off guard when the revelation arrives. I see him standing on the edge. Beloved, on one side is the path of redemption. On the other is the path of destruction. He has not fully chosen yet, but soon circumstances will force him to. The seriousness of his secret will collide with reality. And in that collision, you will finally see the truth. Archangel Michael says, when this moment arrives, guard your heart. Do not let fear steal your strength. Do not let anger blind your vision. You have been chosen to stand as his anchor, the one steady hand when his world begins to shake. That is why you are being warned now, so you can stand strong for him when he cannot. My beloved, your son will soon look at you differently. In his eyes, you will see guilt, fear, and maybe even shame. But do not let that change the love you carry for him. For though his truth may break your heart, it will also open the door for healing. He needs your love more in that moment than ever before. Prepare yourself, chosen one. The seriousness of his truth is coming into the light. It will sting. It will shock. It will test you. But it will not destroy you. And it will not destroy him. For heaven does not expose to harm. It exposes to heal, to realign, to set free. Hold steady. The storm is near, but so is the breakthrough. What is hidden will soon be revealed. And though the revelation will be heavy, the freedom that follows will be greater. If you are choosing faith over fear right now, and trusting heaven with what is coming, type Amen 902 and stand firm in hope. My beloved child, the silence that has surrounded your son is about to shatter. What was once whispers in the dark is now gathering into a storm that can no longer be contained. The truth is rising quickly, and very soon you will stand face to face with a reality that will leave no room for denial. Your son has carried his secret for too long. At first, it was small, something he thought he could manage, something he believed would pass unnoticed. But the weight of it grew heavier with every passing day, pressing harder against his heart, until now it has become too heavy to hide. His mask is breaking, and the seriousness of his truth is ready to be revealed. My chosen one, understand this clearly. His burden is not just his own. It is connected to your destiny as well. What he has been hiding does not only affect him, it affects your household, your peace, and your future. That is why heaven cannot remain silent any longer. The exposure must happen so that healing can begin. The signs have been everywhere. The sudden change in his energy, the restless way he moves when you are near, the short answers, the way he avoids your questions, the moments when he slips into silence, even when others are laughing. These are not random moods, my child. They are pieces of the puzzle pointing toward the truth. If your spirit feels heavy right now, if your heart already knows something is coming, don't push that feeling away. Let faith respond instead. Type Amen 583 and trust that heaven is preparing you. Heaven shows me a moment coming soon where the veil will lift without warning. A situation will unfold, unexpected, ordinary on the surface, that will force his secret into the open. His words may stumble, his actions may betray him, or someone else may reveal what he has been hiding. However it comes, it will arrive suddenly, and you will know instantly that this is the moment you were prepared for. My beloved child, do not fear this exposure. Though it will sting, it is necessary, for nothing hidden can be healed, and nothing concealed can be corrected. His truth must come into the light, and it will not be delayed any longer. The season of hiding is ending. Your son is at war within himself. On one side, he longs for your love, your approval, your guidance. On the other, he is pulled by temptations, by influences, by choices that promise him freedom, but lead him into chains. He is caught between light and shadow, and very soon the battle will spill outward for you to see. This is serious, chosen one. His secret is not a small matter. It carries weight. It carries consequences. But it also carries an opportunity for him to rise, to break free, to realign with the destiny heaven has placed upon his life. That is why heaven warns you now, so you will not panic, but prepare. Archangel Michael says, guard your spirit in the days ahead. Do not let fear take control when the revelation comes. Do not let anger blind you to the bigger picture. For though his actions may pierce your heart, they are not meant to destroy you. They are meant to awaken you, to give you the clarity you need to guide him through this storm. My child, I see his steps being watched by unseen eyes. Not everyone around him is for him. Some celebrate his weakness, whisper into his ears, and pull him further from the path of light. These are not true friends. They are shadows clothed in smiles. And soon, their influence will be part of what is revealed. You must be ready to separate truth from illusion, ready to see him clearly, not as the perfect image you held in your heart, but as he is right now, flawed, burdened, yet still chosen. For even in his weakness, his destiny is not erased. Heaven has not abandoned him. This revelation is not punishment. It is protection. My beloved, the moment of exposure will not be comfortable. It will come like a sudden gust of wind, catching you off guard, forcing you to face the truth head-on. You may hear words you never expected, see actions that leave you stunned, or discover details that shake you deeply. But through it all, remember this is not the end of your son's story. It is the turning point. Hold on to this truth. What feels like loss will open the door to restoration. What feels like betrayal will become the seed of healing. What feels like an ending will reveal itself as a beginning. Your son's journey is not finished. And this revelation is simply the fire that will forge him stronger. My chosen one, heaven whispers this assurance. You will not face this moment alone. Strength will fill you. Wisdom will guide you. And divine protection will cover you. When the truth rises, you will not collapse. You will stand. And in your strength, your son will find the light he needs to begin again. So prepare yourself, my child. The day of unveiling is near. The truth about your son is about to come forth. And when it does, everything will change. But do not fear change, for it is the gateway to transformation. My beloved child, the air is trembling now with the weight of what is about to unfold. You can feel it, can't you? That heaviness in your chest, that strange silence that follows him when he enters the room, that tension that lingers even when nothing is said. These are not coincidences. If you are choosing to trust heaven, even before you see the full picture, seal this moment with faith. Type Amen 946 and stand ready for breakthrough. They are the signs that the truth is preparing to burst forth. Your son's secret has reached its breaking point. For too long, he is hidden behind silence, behind quick answers, behind empty smiles. But heaven reveals that what is hidden cannot remain hidden much longer. The walls he has built around himself are crumbling, and very soon his actions will expose him. This is not a simple matter, my chosen one. His secret carries weight that touches his future, his relationships, his peace, and your own heart. It is not something that can be brushed aside or ignored. The seriousness of what he carries demands attention, and heaven is making sure you are prepared for it. Your son has been torn between two worlds. On one side, the light you raised him in, the values you planted in him, the destiny written over his life. On the other, the voices of those who do not love him, the temptations of choices that promise freedom but deliver chains. He is walking a thin line, and the storm inside him is about to break into your reality. If your spirit feels alert right now, if your heart is quietly saying this is real, don't scroll past this moment. Respond in faith. Type Amen 714 and stand ready for clarity. My beloved, do not underestimate this moment. Heaven shows me clearly that the revelation will come in an ordinary setting. It may happen at home. It may happen in public, or it may come through someone else's words. But it will come suddenly, without warning. And when it does, you will know instantly, this is the moment. Your heart may tremble, But remember this, exposure is not destruction. It is salvation. His truth must come into the open, if he is ever to be free from the shadows pulling him down. Do not let fear blind you from this reality. The pain of revelation is the doorway to redemption. Chosen one, I see him struggling even now. His eyes give him away. When you speak of the future, he grows uneasy. When you speak of blessings, he looks away. When you ask simple questions, his voice falters. These are glimpses of the storm brewing inside him. He is battling guilt, confusion, and fear all at once, and soon it will all spill out. Archangel Michael says, "Do not let anger control you when this moment comes, for anger may push him further into the shadows. Instead, let your strength be steady, your voice calm, your presence unshaken. You must be the anchor when the storm rises, because he will need a safe place to land once his truth is revealed. My child, this is serious, because his secret is not just about what he has done. It is about what he is about to do. His next step will decide his path. If he continues down the road of shadows, the consequences will be heavy. But if he turns toward the light, redemption will follow swiftly. That is why heaven cries out now, urging you to prepare, to watch, to stand ready. The revelation will not be easy. You may hear words that sting. You may see actions that shock. You may learn truths that break your heart. But understand this, these things are not coming to destroy you or him. They're coming to remove the mask, to clear the air, to free him from the chains that silence has tightened around his spirit. My beloved, the seriousness of his truth cannot be ignored. He has walked too close to the edge, and heaven cannot allow him to take another step. Without exposure, you have prayed for him. You have worried for him. You have carried him in your spirit. Now heaven is answering by revealing what has been hidden, so you will no longer walk in blindness. Your son is about to stand before you, not as the child you once knew, but as who he truly is right now. Flawed, burdened, struggling, yet still chosen. Do not let disappointment blind you to the fact that his destiny is still alive. Even in weakness, his calling has not been erased. Even in mistakes, his future can still shine. The time of unveiling is close, chosen one. Very soon, he will no longer be able to hide it. His actions, his words, his very presence will reveal the truth. And in that moment, you will feel the sting of pain, but also the power of clarity. Stand strong. Hold your ground. For this is not the end of your son's story. It is the turning point. My beloved child, the hour of revelation has arrived. The long silence, the hidden glances, the unease you have carried in your spirit, all of it is leading to this moment. The truth about your son, the secret he has carried so heavily, is about to stand uncovered before you. The mask he has worn has grown too heavy. His heart cannot carry the burden any longer. The conflict inside him has reached its breaking point, and the light of heaven is about to shine on everything he has tried so hard to conceal. What was hidden is being forced into the open, because only in exposure can healing begin. My chosen one, this will not be easy to hear. Your heart may tremble, your spirit may ache, your eyes may fill with tears. But do not let fear consume you. For the truth, though painful, will save him. It will draw a line between the shadows and the light, and it will give him the chance to step into the path of redemption. I see him standing before you, unable to hold back any longer. His voice may shake, his words may stumble, his body may tremble, but his secret will spill out. And when it does, you will feel the weight of everything you feared confirmed. Yet you will also feel a strange peace of clarity. Because no, will you wonder in silence? You will know. Your son is about to show you who he really is, not the image you held in your mind, but the reality of his struggle. He is burdened, conflicted, and influenced by forces that do not belong to him. But hear this, my child. He is not lost. He is not beyond saving. His destiny is still alive, still burning beneath the ashes. Archangel Michael says, in this moment, your role is not to collapse, but to cover him, not to break, but to build, not to reject, but to realign. For though his actions may shock you, his heart is still crying out for the love and strength that only you can give. My beloved, heaven reveals that what comes to light will test your faith. It may feel like betrayal. It may feel like disappointment. It may feel like loss. But remember, heaven never exposes to destroy. It exposes to rebuild, to heal, to prepare for the greater purpose ahead. Your son's truth is serious, yes, but it is also the doorway to his freedom. Without exposure, he would remain chained to his silence. Without exposure, he would drift deeper into shadows. But with exposure, there is hope. With exposure, there is clarity. With exposure, there is the chance for redemption. Chosen one, do not let this moment break you. Let it awaken you. Let it remind you that love is strongest when tested. That guidance is most powerful when needed most. That destiny shines brightest after the darkest storms. This is not the end of your son's story. It is the beginning of a new chapter. Heaven shows me a vision of him weeping, not because he hates you, but because he feels the weight of his mistakes. He has carried shame in silence, but the moment he reveals it, chains will begin to fall. Do not let his tears push you away. Let them remind you that his heart is still alive, still reachable, still open to transformation. The seriousness of this moment is not meant to destroy your family. It is meant to save it. The secret is coming out because heaven refuses to let the shadows win. You prayed for light, and light is what you are about to receive. Even if it comes through pain, it is still an answered prayer. My child, once this truth is revealed, you will never see him the same way again. But you will see him more clearly. And in that clarity lies the power to guide him back, to remind him of who he truly is, to realign him with the purpose he was born for. Do not give up on him. Do not let disappointment harden your heart, for he is still your son, still your blood, still your responsibility, and heaven is not finished with him yet. This revelation is proof that heaven cares too much to let him stay hidden in silence. My beloved, hold on to this. After the storm comes calm. After the exposure comes healing. After the tears come restoration. Your son's secret will hurt, but it will also set him free. And through it all, you will see that heaven was always one step ahead, preparing you for this exact moment. The chapter ahead will not be easy, but it will be holy. It will test your strength, but it will also reveal your power. And in the end, you will see that this moment, though painful, was necessary for his growth and your peace. So stand steady, chosen one. The truth is serious, but so is the destiny that still belongs to your son. The light will break through the darkness, and the love you carry will help guide him home. If you are choosing to stand strong, even before everything makes sense, seal it with faith. Type Amen 839 and trust the breakthrough ahead.